What's up, guys, and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. Let's start this video with 7 times Mr. Olympia, aka The Gift, Heath's physique update. It is a special one because, as far as I remember, this one has to be one of its kind. Phil looks very healthy and extremely good for someone who isn't planning on competing again. Yeah, it's gonna start rumors once again that is Phil Heath coming back for one last time. I don't think so. He has nothing else to prove to the bodybuilding world. He is, of course, one of the greatest of all time. His 2011 physique has to be the greatest physique to step on Mr. Olympia stage in many people's eyes. And if that physique would have stepped on stage in the last 3 years, it would have been lights out. Phil has been practicing vacuums lately and his waist looks tight here. Do you guys think Phil Heath would have lost to the late Sean Roden in 2018 if he didn't have the stomach distension problem? Who else wants to see Akim Williams bring his all-time best this summer season and show the bodybuilding world that he belongs at the top at Mr. Olympia? A couple of weeks ago, after dropping out of the Arnold Classic, he stated that he isn't looking to compete very soon. So, Indy Pro or New York Pro is out of question. And judging by his progress picture, he doesn't look anywhere near competition shape for the next 8 weeks or so, at least. Akim is 37 years old, so he still has much to offer to the bodybuilding world before retirement. At 15 weeks out of Orlando Pro, Hassan Mostafa looks really good. Probably the best we have seen him this far out, especially condition-wise. He is still showing some decent detail in his physique. Hamstrings and glutes are the last to come in for him. And, as always, he looks massive, which we already know, as size has never been his issue. He got to the Olympia stage on points last year, but this year Hassan wants his first professional win. How far off was he back in 2021 in some of his competitions? Take a glance at Kuwait Pro 2021, where he placed third behind Patrick and Shaban. I mean, you would imagine Hassan in crazy condition would eat those guys alive because of the size and freak factor he has on stage. But so far, that hasn't happened. Hopefully, this will happen in 2022 and we'll see his real potential. No real competition for Urs in this lineup. He is in a league of his own, and although he was stuck at the airport with no food, sleep deprived, Urs is on once again in Kuwait as expected. It will be an easy victory for him, and this will also mark the end of his season. A truly successful run. Third place at Arnold Classic, a victory at Boston Pro and also Kuwait Pro. This will set up greatly for the Olympia 2022. Although, if Chris Bumstead keeps doing what he has been doing in the last couple of years, he will still be unbeatable at his best. But Urs is just 22 years old, so in due time, he can be Mr. Olympia. Men's physique has changed a lot since the time Jeremy Buendia won his last Olympia title, back in 2017. And the biggest difference is the size. I think physique guys have gotten a lot bigger over time. Even Jeremy himself admits that even his 2017 version, which in my eyes was one of the most dominant physiques to step on men's physique stage, even that has to get bigger to compete in current era. That being said, I highly doubt that he will return and risk his health when he knows his injuries have gotten serious over time. Sadik is competing at New York Pro this year, so that is going to be interesting. He does look awesome 10 weeks out, but if you look at his 2019 Arnold Classic physique, he was lacking that trademark small waist that he once had. Can he bring the 2014 version with the added size? That is the real question. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you want to come back for more. Thanks for watching.